November 12th, 2013. This is how markets are looking like with about 3 hours to go before the market close. Slightly to the downside. We'll see where we close for the day. Remember, options expiration week, so one can expect anything to take place. Let's go back to the weekly chart for the Dow that I discussed yesterday morning. Still want to talk about if the Dow stays negative this week, we might be looking at resistance coming in the top lines here on the weekly RSI. So the level to watch is 15,658. If the Dow can hold above that, it still remains positive and bullish. Anything back below that would be a break point or a failure to hold above breakout levels. That would be bearish. Also of important to note here is this level here has been where this market has been showing pullback potential, and markets going down here, which was here. And I know I talked about this yesterday, but I just want to reinforce that this could be where the markets, there was resistance here, which happens to be the highs. So if this stalls here, this could be where the market pulls back. So let's watch that 15,658 level to see whether the market can hold above that this week. I also spoke about the EWJ. I want to begin with the daily here as a short. I think I mentioned this last week as a short, but we see it coming back and seems to be finding support on the 50-day moving average here. So it's acting very well, but I still think this could have downside potential. As you can see, it's wedging here. Seems to be some type of a wedge here. So one way or the other, the market is either going to break out here or probably break down. But from a constructive basis, it looks like it's holding above this very nicely, holding above this 50-day moving average. So even though I thought it was a short, I still believe there's room for this thing to go down. We see support here on the daily RSI, and I'll show you why I think it could be a short even at current levels. If we take a look at the hourly for the EWJ, now Japan was up 2% overnight. That's why it's doing well. You'll notice that, let me show you this area here. This area that I'm drawing in red was close to the highs here, breakpoint there, which happened to be these highs here. Once we broke down below that level here, which was this gap down, we had a pullback. So we are back at this general area on the RSI on the hourly. I believe if this thing does not hold these levels and pulls back here, then this level here is going to be short-term high. So I think even at this level, this one could be a short idea here, trading at 1181. So another reason why I think this could be a long-term short here is if we take a look at the long-term view. This is a monthly chart. Now notice something curious here is we seem to be having this up down, and so the question now becomes question mark here is where do we go next? Now let me clear that off and let me show you something that is interesting here. Let me draw critical areas on the monthly chart there. Notice once we broke down here in 2000, happens to be those highs, and following that was a major drop. We came back and stalled at that level here late 2007, which is this level here. That was followed by a major drop, and so we had another resistance level at that RS here, which was this drop here after that, because we made highs there. And so now we seem to be forming a double top on the monthly here and here. So if the EWJ stays below or is negative for the month, and if this thing continues showing a double top and moves lower, then this here is going to lead to a major drop. At least that's what the monthly charts seem to be indicating.